What's up, guys? Today I'm gonna give my opinions to you guys. Which one do I love and which one do they scare me the most? This is just lovely to most horror. There's a lot of movies that I don't watch, but I'm gonna only tell you the one who I watch and only. So let's go with the first one that I love. First one, we got Chucky. Chucky is the most cute one in all of history. Chucky was a horror movie, and it turns out to be in a TV series. We also known as the psychopathic doll that we know in all the psychopath characters. And he also confirmed of being in the Pure Evil Wiki. And his famous catchphrase is I am Chucky, wanna play? And he got a lot of form. So the reason why I love Chucky, the movie and the character, is because he's actually very cute at first, but then after he got a pure evil face, which that is a lot of insanity, but not enough to scare me. He's just lovely. So you know the reason why I love Chucky. Next one is It. It is the second lovely characters. He doesn't scare me neither. He's just a stupid clown who keeps doing hallucinating. I know all my hallucination, and I know I don't have fear. Or I have one before, then I subverted and shred all of my nightmares that scares me a lot, and that turns out to be like a non-ending which that doesn't scare me anymore. So that turns out to be just annoying instead of fear. So it is just like what I said. It is a lot annoying. That scares you a lot, and then that makes you don't scare anymore when you know it a lot. It's like your nightmares. I end all my nightmares because it keeps doing that all over and over again. It is your nightmare. It is... Yeah, nightmares is not forever, guys. When your nightmares are over, that means you are never gonna see your nightmares ever again. So sorry, you don't scare me. Alright, next one we got A Nightmare on Elm Street. This is the third lovely movie that I see like when I was one of the kids. I was actually watching A Nightmare on Elm Street I was hiding from my parents when I was a little kid, and now I have no remorse on this. Because that was actually great. I was so excited to see this movie. Like, obviously, Freddy Krueger was friendly at first, just like Chucky. And then it turns out to be just a nightmare and pretend to be friendly all the time just to torment their victims. Freddy Krueger is also known as the Clock Killer or the non-ending psychopath. So yeah, I forgot to mention that it is also pure evil. You don't forget that. Both novel and film series is the pure evil of them all. Thus is true form. Both we make an original and there's a lot of fans that Freddy Krueger, all of Freddy Krueger are pure evil because they're even taking seriously, even this one. This isn't a fan and no fan has make this. Freddy Krueger is obviously pure evil. So Freddy Krueger doesn't scare me because I know my nightmares, and his claws doesn't scare me. I'm just gonna take his claw and then dead and it's over. So what should I care? So Freddy Krueger doesn't scare me at all. He's just gonna make it worse. I have no feeling, so he doesn't know. So how can I be dead if I have no feeling? So let's go. Right, next one is Friday the 13th. Oh, you know all that, right? So yeah, Jason Voorhees isn't a sociopath, but a mental illness. Because sociopaths and psychopaths doesn't be crazy. So it cannot be a psychopath. It's crazy. And I can prove that. Hold on. Here, I'm gonna prove you. Oops. Okay. There we go. You see that? It says mental illness. Also, it's honorable and I agreed. So, honorable cannot be pure evil, neither protective. By the way, it will never be pure evil. It doesn't take even seriously. Not even his villainy are taken seriously. Only Freddy Krueger does. But his scary methods are kinda average than Freddy Krueger. Jason has scary weapons. However, doesn't scaring me enough to be evil. Alright, next we got Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. Why is it a scary movie? Then someone said, like, oh no, this is not a scary movie. It's just Puss in Boots. What are you talking about? Oh my gosh. Oh. What is wrong with you? There is no scary movies on this. Kids softballs, burrito, seriously? This is scary? No, this isn't what I'm talking about. You see the wolf over there? It's dead. So, Dead, the Puss in Boots, is a villain that you never forget, even in your dreams. He is goddamn scary, but not enough. He is kinda honorable, which that doesn't really worrying me a lot. So this isn't enough to make me scared. He's affable, he's polite, he's honorable, he has a lot of honor, and then he is neutral. So neutral characters doesn't scare me. However, his personality and look, he's a weeper. The only thing that scares me is he's a weeper. There's no way I'm gonna forget his face. Jeez, that's a evil wolf. Damn. It's not really a horror movie, but it's a horror movie to me. Jeez. If Dead is in a horror movie, gonna have nightmares for life and pee my pants. Okay, next movie we have Scream. Scream is a movie that has 6 movies on them, and they have a TV series as well. As you can see, there's a lot of different killers. Some of them are near pure evil, and most of them are pure evil. Like Stu Macher, Stu Macher is pure evil alongside with Woman Bridger, Jill Roberts, and on the TV series version is Piper Shaw, Karen Wilco, and Beth. And in a near pure evil, we have Billy Loomis itself, Nancy Loomis, Mikey Altori, Charlie Walker, Wayne Bailey. Video game version is Danny Johnson. And in the Inferno, which is out of the contest, it's Daniel Loomis and John Quisler. I don't spell that correctly, didn't I? And the Inferno is Mr. Walker, Joe Roberts, which are out in the contest. There's a lot of kill counts than Jason Voorhees or Nightmare on Elm Street, which in the totals in all the movies, they are most scarier than the Friday the 13th, A Nightmare on Elm Street, the Puss in Boots of course, and then Chucky. So Scream is actually average than I thought. So let's see if they have another horror movies that I watched before and I hide mostly from my parents, and then I watch it and sometimes I regret it and sometimes and mostly I'm not, because I do like horror movies ever since I was a kid. So there's a lot of movies that I didn't watch. So I'm not gonna say every movies by Wyndham, because I don't know if I tell the truth or not. I watch some clips, so if I watch some clips, then I'm gonna tell. Like an example, Jigsaw is the example of scary. I watch only the clip, but not the movie. However, I'm not gonna tell some nonsense. Look at him. He seems very, very evil. He doesn't look like friendly at all. Let's see if there are a Jigsaw that are pure evil. This isn't the Jigsaw. Well then, is it the Jigsaw that we know, or is it a different one? Yeah, who cares? But anyway, Jigsaw is actually a masked clown that nobody knows, and all of these Jigsaws are actual psychopaths or sociopaths that are traumatizing their victims. There are some who remorse faking and some doesn't. So this clown has no remorse whatsoever. His face doesn't look like that they have remorse. If he does, that means it's a remorse faking. The remorse of Jigsaw are bullshit, and there is no way they are real. So, yeah, Jigsaw is not enough to scare me. Just like Dead or Ghostface himself. It's surprising, right? Alright, next one we have, obviously, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, it's very close to scare me, but it's not enough close to do so. Its mask is not scary, but it's only the weapon who is very, very scary. So yeah, it's actually kind of look like friendly. I don't know. Leatherface is near pure evil in some way. Because the original and the 3D version is inconsistently heinous. Because he mostly is looking kind of friendly, but some people doesn't. Because he looks like very, very evil. So he is damn psychotic. Like there's no way he's friendly. He is smiling and he is damn psychotic. There's no way he can be a psychopath or a sociopath. They cannot be psychotic. Come on, guys. You know. I watched the full clip and it's kinda obvious. The Shining is Nest. He likes saying, "Here's Johnny," to scare his own family and his wife. So, just because he watched those twins say, "Come and play with us," and then says, "Here's Johnny," and goes insane. Then he was dead by cold. And why? Because he is already condemned by the devil. He already knows he was in hell, so he was suffering because he knows he was going to hell before he dies. So, however, his parody, they have sometimes a parody that, like a French YouTuber named the Teta Clack, and he has some channel named Knuckleheads in English. So, they named the show Professor Zarbi Adventure. So this classic is obviously scary, but not very for me. So they have to be for me to actually look scary. So yeah. Alright, next we have, I saw that when I was a young kid. The Babysitter. Come on, everyone knows this movie. It's obviously perfect because this young actor, this one was in the Christmas Chronicles. So it's actually a great beginning. It was playing what was his name? Oh yeah, Ted Pierce. Yeah. And the babysitter torturing him by satanic ritual, which that scares me more than the other characters that I was waiting at. B is the overarching main antagonist and the protagonist villain in all the history. And this villain looks like Metal Ines, but I figured it out that she is a total high-functioning psychopath. Like, there is no surprise that this high-functioning psychopath is condemned in hell. Because, sure, she redeemed herself, but it's not enough to make her in heaven. I mean, she kinda helped their crew to satanic rituals, so she has no choice but to be in hell for eternity. Sadly. I feel kinda bad for her, but at the same time, I don't. Because this babysitter is kinda awful, so doing satanic rituals isn't kinda my thing, and that doesn't make me friendly. So, ooh, you already know the drills. Oh. So yeah. Alright. So, you already know this movie, Stranger Things. Stranger Things is the movie that makes me a lot scarier. Eleven was tortured by Martin Brenner. And a lot of creators like Demogorgon, Vecna, which he is the main protagonist psychopath of them all. This monstrous psychopath will never learn. Not even the Mind Flayer. The Mind Flayer is a remorseless monster who keeps torturing people for no reason. He has no remorse or sympathy or even empathy for whoever he kills or it kills them all. That also looks like a female. I don't meant to be sexist, but males are really tall. Females are mostly short. So, how can I tell? Sorry, female, no offense. I'm sorry. So, yeah. Anyway. Alright, I know this isn't English, but that was out of the context. So, here it is. The next movie or series is Dead Note. I watched the series and all it talks about is not for fighting, but for Dead Notes instead. He only kills with his notebook. Every time he writes a victim in the notebook, they kill directly. And it works a lot. This isn't a coincidence, but a fact. Light Yagami was good, but then turns out to be a sociopathic, monstrous god wannabe that we know the most. Because he only wants to do he only wants to do that just to see him as a god or hero himself. So yeah, Light Yagami was good according to inconsistently admirable. It was there, but when he is villain, it turns out to be in pure evil now. And it's actually remorse faking. He never have a real remorse. He only do that just to make it alive. And that's all he likes, excuses. So don't fall him for his trap or you're gonna be dead right in front of you. And this isn't what you want, trust me. You have to stop him from somehow. He is just a goddamn monster. Okay, up next we have The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead have like a lot of villains, as they can be either neutral, bad, or evil, or near pure evil and pure evil at the same time. So yeah, we have to be careful who we trust the most and do either a team or a foe. So The Walking Dead has some pure evil due to their false vigilance and false insecurity or tragicness. So Simon is actually a TV pure evil villain. He doesn't look like very friendly. He looks like a gangster badass who doesn't have even a remorse in his face. He looks damn serious. I trust the heroes. These are the ones that you have to trust if it's reality. Alright, what do we have? I have to see if there's another, like, movie that I saw. I swear I even watched that on Netflix. Maybe I have to type this to show. Jurassic Park isn't a horror movie, so that doesn't. The Grudge. Oh, I spoiled it. I was gonna say it anyway. So, The Grudge is the third horror movie that I watch. The Grudge was my favorite, and I watched this when I was a kid, and I didn't regret at all. So this movie is PG-13, and I watched that when I was 10 years old. So I was kinda illegal at this time. So this one is kinda like the top 5, the most horror of them all. So that's number 5, okay? That's not the complete horror movie of them all. So yeah, if you say that's the third one, you're wrong. Okay, so the fourth movie will obviously goes by Annabelle. Annabelle is a doll who is possessed. That's a possessed object, but she isn't possessed and brainwashed at the same time. She's aware of what she's doing, which possessed brainwashed characters doesn't. Mortis is a devil, aka the Annabelle the doll, and she is indeed pure evil. Which she likes Valak, which that's a monster as well. And this monster that looks like Regan in The Exorcist. Well, that she doesn't look like friendly. Ugh. Okay. Talk about The Exorcist. They obviously goes next. The Exorcist was a classic. This classic makes it very, very scary. Which that is the third film that makes me which that is the bronze medal of horror. Like totally. The real villain of the exercises is Pazuzu. Pazuzu is pure evil. There's no way it's gonna be rejected. Possessing Wigan and possessing Karas. There's no way he's gonna be rejected after that. He's goddamn evil. Just like the Annabelle that we know. Hold on. Well, is she genderless or female? Oh yeah, that's genderless. Of course. She's a doll. Alright. Alright. The second most scary for me is Halloween. This is the second of the most horror of them all. It's Halloween. Michael Myers. If you think that Halloween was first, well, not quite. It was very close, but yeah. No. Halloween, aka the Michael Myers. Michael Myers is also known as the protagonist villain of them all. Michael Myers likes to torment their family, and including like everyone. He hates no one but likes to torment everyone. And you have to hear one of his clips.
I met him 15 years ago. I was told there was nothing left. No reason, no conscience, no understanding, and even the most rudimentary sense of life or death, of good or evil, right or wrong. I met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face and the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. I spent 8 years trying to reach him, and then another 7 trying to keep him locked up, because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
Makes sense, right? I looked at his face too, and he is correct. He is simply, purely and simply pure evil. I looked at his mask. He has black eyes, of course. He is white, but when he was old, his eyes was cyan. And Michael Myers is indeed a remorseless psychopath, serial killers. He doesn't have any remorse, any empathy, and he has all psychopathic traits. Like, it doesn't look like he's gonna have redemption. I saw his young self, and this doctor is correct. He has no remorse at all. I saw the clip and I was like, what the fuck is going on with them? And the other unmasked Michael Myers, he isn't remorseful or having sympathy at all. He doesn't look like to have any of them. Was saying like, whoa, what? Who is this? What the fuck? Why am I even watching? Well, I will like that he's just an absolute embodiment of pure evil. Indeed, I agreed. You know, right? Jeez. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah, this high functioning psychopath. You don't want to be his friend. Like, not at all. I don't want to be his friend. Not even me. Fuck no, I don't. Alright. If you want to know the actual horror movie of them all, well, you might be surprised or disagree with me, but here it is. The horror movie that I was talking about. The Ring. The Ring is like a girl who has just a long hair. It doesn't show her face. Like, most likely. This psychopath likes to torture their victims. And her real name is Sadako, aka The Ring. Sadako Yumamura is actually the Ring herself. And she sometimes appears in a parody like Family Guy and maybe some series or films at reference that I don't know about. Well, I only remember about only for Family Guy. So yeah. Yeah, I know. We count her as mental highness, but in reality, Sadako is no surprising but a real high functioning psychopath. You cannot deny it. Let's hear this.
Don't you understand, Rachel? She never sleeps.
She never sleeps, indeed. She doesn't look like a lady that sleeps. She doesn't at all. Look, Mental Highness. Does she look Mental Highness? She got a long hair. She was a baby. Not a normal baby whatsoever. This is her in the clip. Samara is a curse. Psychopath. And this curse will never end. Samara's face isn't mental illness. You should really change that in the psychopath category. Like, how can you say mental illness? There is no way. She is a high-functioning psychopath, not a mental illness. Seriously. Do you even know who Samara is? Jeez. Oh, this is the well itself. And Samara in wings. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my gosh. What the? Oh gosh. Yeah, this is why I choose her in the top one of the most horror movies. Jeez. What? Summer appearance? Oh my gosh. What the? Oh my gosh. Oh. Jeez. Insecure? Tragic? What? You actually believe on that? She doesn't look like insecure. And she doesn't look like anything friendly. And she doesn't look like honorable at all. So how can you tell her that she is insecure and tragic? There's nothing tragic. And you tell her that she's a scapegoat. Well, actually, she does look like it, but still, insecure? No. Tragic? Maybe. Tragic scapegoat might make sense. Except for insecure. I don't agree for insecure. So, is Samuel Morgan in explicitly anus? I don't know. I have to check. What? Samuel Morgan. Damn soul. Yeah. She doesn't look like someone who is in heaven. They would throw them to the blazing furnace where there be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Yeah. Malcolm Graham explaining his time in hell. Yeah, indeed. You have no TV, no nothing. He's right. Humanity. Yeah, it depends on your decision. But according to the theology, when you disobey God, you already know what's gonna happen. You're gonna commit either of these crimes if you are wicked humans. And you're gonna win. What's the theory? Hold on. I forgot. Okay. Ah, there you go. Satan theology. You're gonna win him. Seriously. Alright. Listen to this. Well, Summer or Morgan is obviously with Lucifer, Satan the devil, and 66 if you want. But listen to this clip.
But the reign in hell, then serve in heaven.
Yep. And I agreed. If you're a wicked, then he's right about this catchphrase.
But the reign in hell, then serve in heaven.
I mean, there is no choice if you're wicked. Right. If you are condemned, then you're gonna join the Satan itself. This isn't a legend. Like for example, George Claus Frollo last word is, and he shall smite the wicked and plunge them into the fire pit. Jacob Marley, it is required for every man that the spirit within him should walk abroad among his fellow men and travel far and wide. And if that spirit goes not forth in life, is condemned to do so after dead, it is doomed wander through the world witness, where it cannot share unheard, but might have shared and turned to happiness. What? No way? Hello? Happiness? No. That's how it is, and always will be. Night after night, we have to retell the evil things we did in our lives. Night after night for all eternity. Okay, Dr. Facilier, we're more speaking. I hate his catchphrase. I promise! I pay you back! I promise! Oh! Yeah. Sounds cringe, but okay. What is that, Professor? Something that is beyond either of our help. Are you sure we can do anything? There is no help possible. Yeah, he talks about Voldemort. Wait, where is the L theology? The theology. Oh, there you go. Abandon all your hope. Ye who enter here. Ooh, there's a lot of alias. Jeez. Yeah, you cannot be there. You have to repent. Otherwise, you'll be in there. Also known as the location, Lake of Fire, or Under Heaven. Choose one of them if you want. Here's the Inferno of the Divine Comedy Stente. Also known as the Festival of Hell. First is Limbo, second is Lust, third is Gluttony, fourth is Greed, fifth is Wrath, sixth is Heresy, seven is Violence, eight is Fraud, and the number 9 is Treachery. Do you want me to read this? Okay. After all, there is no copyright for this. I'm gonna take a breath. Whew. Limbo is the destination of the virtuous Buggins, unbaptized children, and other great philosophers and poets who lacked the required faith to enter paradise, or died before the time of Christ's death. Heaven does not accept them for these reasons, yet deeper hell does not accept them for their non-sinfulness. Therefore, the only punishment in limbo is denial of paradise. Limbo consists of a large grassy plain with a brook and a great citadel lit with the power of human reason. Limbo itself, therefore, is representative of the limitation of human reason, as according to Dante, faith is required to enter heaven. Divine reason, according to Dante, was radiant and beautiful, but nowhere near the radiance and beauty of paradise. Lust. Those guilty of lust are punished in the second circle of hell. The carnal and lustful are blown about by a savage wind, unable to find rest. In some interpretation of the Inferno, the wind sexually molests the damned, as the lustful could never control the tempest of their passion and life. Instead, they are blown about unpredictably. I cannot read. The murky hair within the circle represent our passion beclouded the ability to reason. Gluttony. The gluttons are sentenced to the third circle of hell, forever doomed to lay off buried within putrid black slush and bombarded with freezing black rain. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll be careful with this. As they spend their lives producing only garbage. Oh, that sounds awful. They're themselves like garbage, while the monstrous dog Cerberus slavers over them as they have slavered over food and drinks alive. Oh my gosh. Scared now. Greed. The fourth circles out two types of greed: the avaricious and the prodigal, known more commonly as the hoarders and wasters. As the hoarder constantly accumulates wealth, the waster consequently spends wealth. In hell, the hoarders and wasters are separated into two mobs. Each soul pushes a great great boulder-like weight. There we go. The two mobs meet, clashing their weights together, separating, then repeating the process for eternity. As one mob yells, "Why do you hoard?" The other responds, "Why do you waste?" Those one extreme is used to punish the other. The dead weights that are pushed the one symbolize the mundanity of wealth, and the soul is denied beyond recognition, for they have destroyed the light of God within themselves by thinking of nothing but money. Jeez. That's traumatizing. Alright. Raft. The fifth circle consists of the sticks, marshes, the raffle, and the sullen are punished here. The raffle attacks one another upon the muddy surface of sticks, while the sullen are submerged entirely within the mud and forced to gargle a twisted parody of a hymn in life. The raffle responded with anger, so it is. Hold on. Feeling that in death they spent an eternity, releasing their anger upon other damn soul in fits of violence. as the sullen and depressed, or better in the air meets sweet by the sun. They are entombed within the dark, black marshes of the Styx. Ever see the city of this? Heretics, according to Dante, were those who preached that the soul died with the body. Therefore, the symbolic punishment is to be placed within the flaming stone tomb in the sixth circle of hell. These tombs are located within the hell capitals. This which is guarded by Medusa and the furries. Oh my gosh, furries! Oh, this is why people doesn't like furries. Guys, is that true? This is why you don't like furries? Because they are in heresy? In Dante Inferno comics? Oh my gosh. Come on, it's just a myth. You don't have to hate furries just because of that. Come on. It's just a myth. Anyway. Violence. Violence is divided into 3 rounds: against neighbors, against self, and against God, nature, and heart. The violent against neighbors, consisting of murderers, psychopaths, warmongers, etc., are punished by being immersed within a boiling river of blood, with recompense for the blood they spilled in their lifetimes. Further down is the wood of the suicide. Those who destroy their body, form, and life are denied a human form in hell. Instead, they take the form of a tree whose leaves and branches are broken and eaten by the harpies. The soul in question can only speak as long as blood flows from their wounds. As the ultimate expression of their lives was self-destruction, they are only permitted to speak when they are rounded. After the word of punish those who commit violence against God, nature, and heart, then with different punishments and an abominable desert bombarded with it. A flaming rain. The blasphemers, those who commit violence against God, are stretched out amongst the sins. Sorry about my voice. The sodomites, those who are violent against nature, are forced to run in endless circles. While the usurers, the violent against art, autos on the sands, each wearing a purse with a coat of arms about its neck and being forced to forever stare at it. What? What the f- That scares me a lot. Fraud, the malbulge. I need to take a break, sorry guys. Okay, back. Jarion is the monstrous guardian of the Malbulge, or the Circle of Fraud. Within the Malbulge, literally translated as evil ditches, are 10 pits called Bolgia, and in each pit is punished a different degree of fraud. Number 1. Benders and seducers are punished by walking in line for eternity, driving along by honored demons with lashes. Second, flatterers are sunk in excrement, which is symbolic of the value of the flattery. 3. Simoniacs are sellers of ecclesiastic favors and offices are turned upside down in a pit, and the soles of their feet are burned in a mock baptism. As the new sinners arrive, the old one drops into the sacrifice of the rock and disappears eternally. Sounds a lot scary. Sorcerers, alchemists, seers, diviners, and fortune tellers are all punished by having their heads twisted backwards and being forced to walk about backward for eternity as they try to see forward into the future. They are not permitted to look far in hell, otherwise they're gonna whip you. Yeah, like a wheel whip until you look upside down. So you better not do that and tell anything that the devil says to you. Grafters and blackmailers are sunk in boiling tar and flogged by demons. The tar is symbolic of the sticky nature of the grafters. This is Will, alright. Number 6. Hypocrites are punished by wearing robes that appear beautiful on the outside, but within are filled with heavy lead and are forced to walk about in an endless circle. 7. Thieves are punished by monstrous reptiles that curl themselves around sinners live like living coils of rope. Other reptiles dart about the pit, binding sinners and cause them to burn into ashes, from which they will painfully reform. Other thieves are punished by being transformed into reptiles themselves, and can only gain a human form by stealing it from another, which involves a painful transformation for both involved. According to Dante, thievery is reptilian in its secrecy and is therefore punished by reptiles. That makes sense. Evil counselors move about endlessly unseen in great tongues of flames. That's a lot of details. Sowers of discord are punished by a great demon with a bloody sword. They are hacked and mutilated and then forced to drag themselves about until they can be sewn back together, only to await the process once more, as they destroy, split, and divided in life. What God are meant to be united, did that some are destroyed, split, and divided. That's pretty logic. Alright. Falsifiers of things, people, money, and words are afflicted with a variety of melodies, from darkness, stench, thirst, filth, disease, etc. Treachery, Lake Cocytus. For treachery and complex fraud, sinners freeze in the depth of Lake Cocytus in a night and final circle of hell, as Dante considered treachery to be the worst, most unnatural, and immense sin. It is the furthest from God's light and warmth. Therefore, the ninth circle is a frozen lake in the bottom of hell. The traitors themselves freeze within the lake, which is divided into 4 rings, which each ring represent the victory of treachery, with the worst traitors closer to the center of the lake. The 4 rings are carnal traitors against kin and neighbors, eternal traitors to country, brutal law, traitors against guests and hosts, and judical traitors and just masters. Alright, in the center of Cocytus is Satan. Satan's 3 heads, a perversion of the Holy Trinity, which is referred as 66, gnawed upon the 3 greatest traitors in history, Brutus and Cretius, murderers of Cassius and Judas incarcerated, betrayer of Christ. Judas is punished most severely, being at first in Satan's mouth, and having his back wicked by Satan's claws. The lake itself is formed from Satan's tears, and the beatings of his wings as he tried to escape provides the icy wine that keeps Cocytus frozen. Alright, Satan tears, we have to do this example. Even if this sounded cringe, I will do the sound. Yeah, that looks like this. At least. Ugh. I know it sounds awkward. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, it's not pure good. Oh no. I didn't mean that. The Devil Dante Divine Comedy. Yeah, like I said, the devil itself is evil. There's no way you can reject him. I mean, look. He doesn't look like rejected as pure evil to me. There they are, the sinners. So yeah, that's it for the video. Bye, and I'll see you in the next one.